Hey, what's going on? Pete Francis for Blues Rock Review, and in this video we're talking artists similar to Gary Clark Jr. Now, this is a video we've had some requests for, but quite frankly we've held off on it because it's pretty hard to find similar artists to Gary Clark Jr. because he plays so many different styles. But at the end of the day, I think he's looked at as a blues artist. And what Gary Clark Jr. has been able to do with the blues, in my opinion, is pretty great because he's taken it in so many different directions and he's exposed it to the mainstream. And really today, no one else playing blues is in the mainstream at all. And I think what's helped Gary Clark Jr. a lot is that he's signed with Warner Brothers, so his music gets exposed in commercials, TV shows, movies. And there's not many artists today that are similar to Gary Clark Jr. because, like I said, he mixes so many different styles, but we're gonna give it a try. So if you like Gary Clark Jr., here are some similar artists worth checking out. If you're looking for an artist similar to Gary Clark Jr., Doyle Bramhall II is definitely worth checking out. And Doyle is actually probably a big reason why Gary is where he is today. Now, Doyle Bramhall spent many years working alongside Eric Clapton. And back in 2010, Doyle Bramhall II actually recommended to Eric Clapton that Gary Clark Jr. play at Crossroads 2010. And that was kind of Gary Clark Jr.'s coming out party. In fact, Doyle and Gary shared the stage when he performed Bright Lights, and that video definitely blew up all over YouTube, and that was a big part of the reason why Gary Clark Jr.'s career really started to take off. He signed with Warner Brothers, he released the Bright Lights EP, and he's just been rising ever since then. And like Gary, Doyle is very versatile. He's a great guitar player, and their vocals are even a little bit similar as well. So if you like Gary Clark Jr., I would definitely recommend checking out Doyle Bramhall II. Now, there aren't many artists out there that mesh blues with hip-hop. Gary Clark Jr. does it, and another artist that does it is ZZ Ward. And ZZ Ward has released 2 albums to date. Back in 2012, she released Till the Casket Drops, and this year in 2017, she released The Storm, which made its way up to #1 on the Billboard Blues chart. And there's a track on this album called Ride, which features Gary Clark Jr. He comes on and plays some guitar on that song. And like Gary Clark Jr., ZZ Ward meshes hip-hop with blues, which not a lot of artists are doing that. And ZZ Ward takes blues influences and goes in a lot of different directions like Gary Clark Jr. does. So if you're looking for somebody who's doing a lot of different things with the blues, I would definitely check out ZZ Ward, as she's an artist that's definitely similar to Gary Clark Jr. If you're a big fan of Gary Clark Jr. or a really big blues fan or a really big blues rock fan, you might already be familiar with Doyle Bramhall II or ZZ Ward. They do have pretty nice followings. But if you're looking for a band on the underground scene that has a sound similar to Gary Clark Jr., I would recommend Porcelain Hill. And Porcelain Hill is a power trio out of Southern California. And we got turned on to them late in 2016. Every year we do an artist picks list, where we get blues rock artists to select their favorite album of the year. And last year in 2016, Chase Walker selected an album called See It Now from Porcelain Hill. And prior to that, we had never heard of this band. But like Gary Clark Jr., Porcelain Hill has a very eclectic mix of styles. They play blues, they play rock, they play soul, they play funk. They have a lot of different genres mixed together, much like Gary Clark Jr. And the frontman, Darnell Cole, he's a great guitar player, and he has vocals that are kind of reminiscent of Gary Clark's. So if you're looking for kind of a hidden gem band that's similar to Gary Clark Jr., I would recommend Porcelain Hill. Who are some other artists that are similar to Gary Clark Jr.? Quite frankly, there's not a lot, and it was kind of hard for us to put together a video to find similar artists because Gary Clark Jr. plays so many different genres. So if you have some artists that are similar to Gary Clark Jr., feel free to leave a comment down in the comments section below. We'd love to hear what you have to say. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and thanks for watching.